just do what you think is funny. Don't worry about what you think people want to hear or what, people who are hiring you want. If everyone's doing what they think people want to hear, ultimately that's all going to be pretty similar. And I'd like to think that eventually, you'll find your way and you'll perfect it. And like I said, just be more unique and have more fun, which is the most important thing. You don't have to bark for 2 hours to get 5 minutes of stage time, which is something I did for maybe like at least a year. I mean, you might have to bark, but not 2 hours. I did a showcase somewhere and I had a bad set, and afterwards the booker came up to me. He wanted to talk to me and I was like, oh, he's probably pissed. But he actually just wanted to talk to me because he used to be a comedian, and he wanted to comfort me and let me know that that's not the worst bomb he'd ever seen. And I was like, I felt pretty comfortable. I was like, yeah, I bombed, but I didn't feel that embarrassed. I was just like, whatever, they didn't like it. But he was hugging me out in front of all these other people, it's okay. And I was like, actually, this is way more embarrassing than my performance. And it was just a little bit if you want to talk to me, I appreciate it, but can we take this in another room so people aren't walking around, because I feel like it's making it look a lot worse. An industry showcase I did in New York City. It was my first big industry showcase, and just before I went out there, I suddenly got really nervous in a way that I never do, just because it suddenly occurred to me, man, if I bomb, I could just close so many doors immediately, and it just suddenly got in my head. I'm like, oh god. And I just went out there and I absolutely fucking destroyed beyond my wildest imagination. It was almost kind of embarrassing to me, because there was one part, the joke that I closed on, it was getting such a long laugh break that I didn't know what to do. I wasn't used to that. It never gets that good of a response. And I just came out of that feeling so high, holy shit, man. It was just the best thing that could have ever happened, just because I was like, man, what a great first impression. It was beyond my wildest imaginations of how well I could have done, and I was just riding on a high for, at least a couple of days after that, until I bombed at my next show. Rape, murder, death. The more fucked up, I don't know, it's just funny to me. I think it's just because I just can't believe that people do things that people do, and it's just funny to me that man, that's just so nuts. I just can't believe it. It's just so crazy that it's funny. I'm Phil Mazo, and you are watching 5 Questions.